What's up, guys? So today, I'm going to be talking about Sheik, as a lot of people mentioned Sheik in my last video. She's a character who I think is basically going to be the same between games, just a lot of small nerfs overall to a game plan and some small quality of life buffs. So let's talk about them now. Neutral B, bigger visual on the needles, more charge time for needles, more lag before she can do needle shield cancel, and a little bit less damage on the needles before the 1v1 damage multiplier. So this makes it so it's easier to space around needles because you can see them better now. It also means she can't just dash around with needle charge cancels as much, which is pretty cool. Needle camping overall should be worse, but it should still be really good. And finally, depending on the percents that needles tumble now, it may or may not be a nerf. And with that said, like, same exact gameplay with needles, just worse. Side B, no longer puts you in the free fall in the air. A massive change. Sheik players are no longer going to be SDing, trying to do B reverses with down B in the air. That's a huge, huge deal. It's still 70 frames of end lag, or no, 78 total frames, down from 81, which means if you go off stage and try to edge guard her while she's doing it, she's probably still dead. She does it too low, she's definitely still dead, but it's nice. Also moves a little bit more horizontally, straight, instead of like arcing. So that's pretty cool. Probably means she should be able to set up these side Bs a little bit faster and more distance on them. And that might be really good for edge guarding because of the small ledge magnets. Next up, her down B. Down B seems to have a pretty distinct visual, more than in Smash 4. It might also move slower in the air, but that might just be me, like, being dumb. And finally has a slight damage nerf before the 1v1 multiplier. Overall, basically the same move, should still combo, good for edge guarding, all that stuff. I'm really interested to see if Sheik is going to be able to down B and react to air dodges behind her or below her with punishes. If she can't, then it's actually a really big nerf to how down B works. And if she can, it's going to be the same thing as in Smash 4 pretty much, where she down Bs, forces an air dodge, and just forward airs or nairs you or back airs you. And finally, up B, no longer invincible on the startup of it. Now I think it becomes invincible when she actually hits the teleport. Makes it easier to edge guard her slightly. She can't just reactionary up B to stuff anymore, but overall, she should still be amazing at recovery because of how versatile up B and down B are. And all these nerfs / changes don't really hurt her that much. Next up, her A buttons. So, a lot of her A buttons got nerfs to the damage, but I think those are all nerfs. So in 1v1 with the damage multiplier, she can still combo off all of them. Keep that in mind. And with that said, let's get into them. Jab now has less damage, or jab 2 has less damage, comes out a frame later. The rapid jab multi hits have less damage, but I think they pull people in better for more combos. The ender hit on the rapid jabs now has 11 frames less end lag, meaning it shouldn't be punishable on hit by as many characters, if at all, hopefully. That's one of those really dumb things where Rozo could just like DI out and punish her on hit consistently. Next up, dash attack has 6 frames less end lag and more damage before the 1v1 multiplier. It might be a pretty solid kill move now. Definitely should be better at catching landings, at least not as unsafe. But overall, unless it's a kill move now, I don't think it's going to help the move too much, considering she had really good options out of a dash that weren't dash attack already. Up tilt, 3 frames less end lag, less damage, probably better for probably the same for comboing now. Down tilt, 4 frames less end lag, a little bit less damage, combo changes. Forward smash, 9 frames less end lag, bigger hitbox horizontally, and the hitbox is linked better. So that should just make it a better kill move overall. Sheik would love to have a grounded kill move that isn't a combo starter like forward tilt up air. Keep that in mind, Sheik players, for ultimate. That could be a reliable new option. Down smash, hit 1 is slightly more damage, whatever. Her standing grab went from 28 frames FAF to 37, or 9 frames more end lag. Big, big, big nerf for her. Her dash grab also has 10 frames more end lag from 35 to 45. Once again, big nerf. And hitbox now comes out frame 9 instead of frame 8. So she was a very grab-based character. And I expect people who drop her, mainly to drop her because of her grabs getting nerfed, along with her throws getting nerfed, where it seems that the angles on her throws make them less valuable for comboing. Like I said, big, big nerfs. I can't state how much this might affect Sheik. Next up, her dodges. So most characters got pretty big buffs to their spot dodge. Sheik only went 1 frame up from 25 frame FF to 24. Hers was one of the best in Smash 4, so that makes sense. Her forward roll went from 28 frames FAF to 27, and her back roll went from 28 to 33. Once again, most characters got pretty big buffs in their forward rolls compared to her, but like less of a nerf in their back roll. So that doesn't really hurt Sheik, but she doesn't benefit as much from the rest of the cast with these overall changes. Next up, her Nair has less damage for comboing, probably. Fair, less damage for comboing. Although Fair seems to have a bigger hitbox, but I want to see like side-by-side footage before I confirm that. If it has a bigger hitbox, though, Fair is going to be even a better tool. It was already one of the best aerials in Smash 4. Arguably the best before Cloud and Bayo came out. Back air got more damage before the 1v1 damage buff, which is crazy. That move killed at the start of Smash 4 before nerfs. And if it's killing now, you're going to see like Trump back air killing at 70 or 80 with Sheik, and just combos in the back air killing obscenely early. That is a huge buff potential if it's now a reliable kill move. Down air, damage buff, whatever. The landing lag on aerials was basically unchanged. Nair went from 10 frames to 9. Fair went from 10 to 7. Bear, 12 to 7, which is a pretty big deal. Up air, 21 to 13. She should still have up air drag down combos. Down air, 30 to 22. Okay. And overall, like, the character seems basically the same playstyle-wise, just with these slight nerfs as I mentioned before. The fact that our movement seems pretty much the same in terms of speed, but the floor for characters moving-wise is buffed for characters like Ike or DK who are already kind of slow, might actually hurt her. So we have to see. So overall, the mechanic changes don't really benefit Sheik at all, which makes sense. She was one of the best characters in Smash 4. And I won't be surprised if she's still one of the best in Ultimate. At worst, she'll be like a high-tier character. But I think at least early on in the game, no matter what, she'll be a popular character that's good in the meta. Let me know what character you guys want me to talk about next. Peace out.